So let's start. So we have completed 4 chapters. So right now we are doing the fifth chapter. We will do an easy chapter now. We will be doing completion and review. SA 560, 570, 580. 560, 570, 580. This is intermediate wala chapter. Inter level. Okay. TV is off. Okay. People who do not have book, don't worry. This chapter we will not study from the book, from the main book. We'll be doing this directly from the handwritten notes. Okay. So huge content it is. But see, if you open I'll show you the module also for this chapter. Now this is the module, okay? Completion and review ka. What ICI did, ICI have just given charts. That's it. They have not given the content. So this is from a module, okay? 560. Then there are TYUs, which is already covered in our book. Then 570 ka chart is there. Then there are TYUs. Okay. Then 580 ka chart is there. And then there are TYUs. There are some MCQs also. MCQs, and then theory questions. Chapter got over. So ideally, they have not given content. And ICI have said that for all the intermediate standards which were there in Inter, I will be asking only case-based MCQs, not a detailed content. But you can't trust ICI, right? So we will not take risk. We will do content also. See, because if you do content, automatically your MCQ gets covered there. Okay. So you will not study this chapter from the book. You will study directly from the handwritten notes. Okay. So that's the reason I have not arranged Xerox for this chapter. Okay. Book is showing delivered. I mean, either by 90% will come tomorrow only. It's showing that it's left from Hoskote. I mean, it's out from Hoskote. So probably it will reach to Jayanagar location and tomorrow we may receive the books. So we divided this chapter into 3 parts, 560, 570, 580. So first I'll be doing the easy standard. So first let's understand the standard. Okay. Then we will do the questions on it from the question bank. Okay. And then we will write. So when we'll do one standard, we write the standard, then with the next standard, then we write that standard. Okay. So 90% will get over today only. It says SA 560, 570, 580. So like I was born reverse. So I am teaching from reverse, from SA 580. Everybody is born reverse only, by the way. Okay. Now it says SA 580. It says written representation. We talk about audit. Audit. Okay. Now PSU is over. Now it is SA 580. Written representation. You must have done your article sheet. You must have gone to client place also. Okay, what is the first thing when you reach to the client place? What do you ask from him? You have reached client place, okay, around 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock. What do you ask from him first? Coffee? Okay. After coffee? That's a genuine answer. Yeah, you ask for coffee. Correct. What else then? Biscuit? Biscuit also? Yeah. After that, you said something. Data. Okay. So when you go to the client place, you will ask for the data. Which data? Finance data. As an auditor, we are interested only in which data? Financial data. Now, ideally, who's supposed to prepare financial statements? Management. So ideally, they would have sent the FS to us on the email the previous day, and we will check whether the FS is prepared as per the data or not. So we go and check the data basically. We ask them, okay, sir, have you prepared the FS? They are saying that yes, we have prepared the FS. Should you believe them directly? No. Especially boys. Okay, it's very important announcement, notification. Very important thing. Whenever she says I love you, don't believe her. Never ever. Tell her only one thing. Give me in writing. And same thing is for girls also. Okay, give me in writing. Because see, you being an auditor, you should always have a written representation, documentary evidence. Everything should be in written. So management is saying that, okay, sir, we have prepared the FS. Sir, give in writing. When you give me in writing, that paper in English is called as what? Written representations. Okay. So that is for FS, you are taken written presentation. For what other areas you will take WR? What other, I mean, WR means written representation. For what other areas you can take WRs? Estimates, confirmations, okay. So provision for bad debts. Who has to put provisions there? Who has to make provisions? Management. So we'll ask them, have you made provision? They're saying, yes, sir. How have you calculated? So this was my calculation, this was this. Okay. Give me in writing. The paper what he gives me in writing, it is called as what? Written representation. That's basically estimates. We are asking, sir, have you bought some machine? They said, yeah, we have bought some machine. So for machine, ideally, what you should check? For machine is there. Okay, they have purchased a machine. What you should check? Invoice. Ideally, you will check invoice. Okay, you will go for the next step. That's checking invoice only when they give me in writing. Have you purchased machine? Machine. Yes, sir, we have purchased the machine. Give me in writing. So once they have given me in writing, so they have given me in writing. That means they are acknowledging that they have purchased the machine. Should I go and check the machine, or should I go back to my home and finalize the audit report? You have to go and check. So written representations are just audit evidence. What? They are just audit evidence, but they are not sufficient appropriate audit evidence. You will say written representations are always audit evidence. See, it helps me in taking a judgment there. But I can't 100% blindly rely on those and give my audit opinion. See, as such, so then we can tell them, Acha, management, let's go at Starbucks. We sit together. You gave me everything in writing. So let's take line by line item. First, balance sheet ka right, left side, I mean, share capital. You raised share capital? No. Give me in writing. Reserves, are there any reserves? Sir, old reserves are there. Give me in writing. So we could have taken everything in writing. 30 minutes mein he wrote everything. Audit is completed. This essay says it's just a first step for audit. That management is acknowledging their responsibility. You can't 100% believe them, rely on them. You have to go and do your audit procedure. So what will you say? Written representations are audit evidence, but they are not sufficient appropriate audit evidence. That means you have to go and perform the procedures. Understood this much? Now, the question is when the WR is given by the management, it is given on whose letterhead? Management, I mean, company ka letterhead या CA firm letterheads? Company. So I'll say Reliance is giving to Reliance Industries Limited. Now there's a firm called as AB and Co. So wherein I am the partner, Niranjan is the partner, and let us assume Prajwal is the partner. So we three are the partners here. We all three are chartered accountants. We all three hold COP. Now Mukesh Ambani knows Niranjan very well, very close. So this letter will be addressed to my dear love Niranjan, then AB and Co. It will always be addressed to the firm. See, Niranjan, Prajwal, AB are not the auditors. We individuals are never the auditor. Who are the auditors? Firm. Who's the auditor always? Firm is always the auditor. So the WR would be always addressed to the firm. Now I'm signing the audit report. Let us assume 28th August 25 को. I'm signing on this date. So the WR ka date should be after 28th August or before? It should be before the date of audit report. If you have finalized the audit report, what is the use of WR then? So your WR should always be before the date of audit report. So sir, before means so before now. So can I take something in like 10th June 24? It is before this date, right? You said before. After the financial year? Which financial year? One second. This is my audit report date I am signing. That means I am performing the audit for which year? Please use your common sense. Financial year 24-25, correct? When does financial year in India starts? Thank you. 1st April 24 to 31st March 25. I am taking of 10th June 24. It is very far, but it is before also. So before is so correct. It is before. But can we take so far ka WR? No. So law says you should take as near as practicable to or near to before the date of audit report. That means if you're signing on 28th August, you take off July, maybe June, maybe 31st March, maybe February, maybe January, but not of the previous financial year. Understood? So there was a question in the exam that what is the date of the WR? The date of WR is as near as practicable to, but before the date of audit report. Whom it will be addressed? Company, never you say company. You say it's a firm. Now listen. So I have taken, let's take same example, 24, 25. I have taken a WR on 10th June 24. Oh, 24, 25 is the same financial year. Let us take example. I'm taking WR on 1st November 24 about a loan that they had taken a loan of 50 lakhs from HDFC Bank. So I saw in the balance sheet that they had taken a loan of 50 lakhs. So I tell them, "Ki boss, you give me in writing that you have taken a loan." So they gave me a loan. Financial year gets closed on 31st March 25. Now, can there be a possibility that loan ka amount could be changed? Yes or no? Yes. How it can be changed? One is repayment. Number two, they have taken more loan. Okay. So the question is, what I took on 1st November, the loan outstanding was 50 lakh rupees from HDFC Bank. On 31st March, I saw that the loan is 75 lakh rupees. So as an auditor, what would be your presumption that they have taken an additional loan? Now the question is, should we rely on the same old WR or should we take an updated WR? So you will take an updated WR. So see, there could be a chances that where you had taken a WR at the start of the year, okay, but during the year there could be a lot of transaction happening in that particular item. So it is advisable that as an auditor you will take an updated WR near to your audit report. Okay, updated WR. Then my old management, same financial year I'm saying, 1st April 24 to 31st March 25. My old manager were A, B, C, D, E, F. These six people were there as a director. Now, what happened on 10th October 24, my management got changed. Now we have L, M, N, O, P. The question is, as an auditor, okay, you are making a report for 24, 25. You are standing on this date, 31st March 25. Okay, that's the year ending. We ideally report on every date on 31st March. Now, from whom you will take the WR? This is my old management, this is my new management. You will take from whom? New management. Now the question is the new management will be responsible for like 10th October say till 31st March, that is part of the year, or they will be responsible for the full year. They will be responsible for what? Full year. See, management has changed. It is not the problem of the auditor. So the new management, you are supposed to give WR and the responsibility for the will be for the entire financial year. Understood this much? So this came as a question, I think, in May 24 or November 24. This concept was there. Now, it says, what is WR? WR is a written statement given by whom? Management. To whom? Auditor. For what? To confirm certain matters or to support other audit evidence. Like, have you taken a loan? Yes, we have taken a loan. Have you bought some machinery? Yes, we have bought some machinery. Have you prepared the FS? Yes, we have prepared the FS. So, we are taking WR to confirm certain matters. Who gives WR? Management. To whom? Auditor. Now, it does not include FS, it does not include assertions therein, it does not include supporting books or records. See, WR is separate, books is separate. Like, for example, I say purchase ledger, okay, or maybe purchase book. It is a books of accounts, it is not my WR. Whatever is written in that purchase ledger or purchase book, you give me confirmation for that. That confirmation is called as what? W, written representation. Practical life, may we also call them as MRL. Management representation letters. Academically, we say WR, but if you work in Big Four, they don't use WR, they use MRL only. Like large firms also, they say MRL. MRL means what? Management representation letter. Now, so WRs are basically two kinds. One is what are main WRs. Leaving this main, everything is other WR. So in the exam, they can ask us in MCQ, like intermediate, they had asked, what are main WR, what are other WR. So they asked us to identify. So three they gave from other, one they gave from main. They asked which is not the other WR. So rather than studying other, it's better you study main. Main mein only two is there. What is my first responsibility as an auditor? Audit. As an audit, what do you do? To give opinion. Opinion on what? Financial statement. Who has to prepare financial statement? Management. That is my first WR. Boss, the auditor shall request the management to provide a WR stating that management has fulfilled its responsibility for what? For preparing the FS as per applicable financial reporting framework. So boss, you have prepared the FS, you give me in writing that you have prepared the FS. This is my first main WR. So when I walk into my client place, I will first ask coffee, then biscuit. After that, you will ask, sir, have you prepared FS? They say yes, give me in writing. Okay. Second, the auditor shall request the management to provide a WR stating that they have provided with the auditor all the information. All means all. All means sub. Sub means yella. Yella means yellaru. Yellaru means each. Each means every. All information and access to the auditor. Most bogus WR. They have provided to the auditor all the information and access to the auditor as per the terms of audit engagement and all the transactions. I write here. All the transactions have been recorded and reflected in the FS. When you go practically in the client place, firstly they don't prepare FS. FS is prepared by auditor only. Okay. Some client, even if they prepare FS, but the closing entries like reserve transfer entries, depreciation entry, prepaid expenses, outstanding expenses, those BCom graduates, they do not know. We only have to prepare it. Then they say they will give access to the auditor. If you have worked in a very big client, okay, who uses SAP, okay, they don't give access to SAP. They will say, come, sit here. I will tell you what you want to see. I will show you. They will not give you the laptop ka access, the system ka access. Most bogus WR. But we are studying for exam. Okay, so you will say they give. Okay, the first one is that they have prepared the FS. Second, they have given access to, sorry, they have provided all the information, all the access, and all the transactions have been reflected in FS. All the information, all the access, and all the transactions have been recorded and reflected in FS. This is main. Leaving these two, everything else is others. So can you give me some example of what could be other WRs? What could be leaving these two, everything else is others. Confirmation of estimation. One, what else? Whatever is your accounting policy, you give me in writing. Accounting policy. What else? Have you gone to office at times? Sometimes it doesn't look like. What do you guys do in office? Stop. I'm not in video. I can see you. You can see me. I understand people who are watching me in online and recorded. I can't see them. But have you ever been to office at a client place? Oh, you are in tax department. Okay. Next chapter we'll talk about tax only. Then you will say, sir, we were in accounts department. Then I'll teach you accounts wala chapter. Sir, we were in IT department. See, so basically, machinery purchase, machinery sold, investment made, investment sold, subsidiary acquired, subsidiary sold. Anything, any balance sheet item is other WR. Okay, like what you see in liability and asset side, everything ke liye you take WR. And see, whatever I'm teaching, practically mid-size firm, small firm, they don't do all this time pass. Huh? This time pass is done by only big four. They have like this their status. Okay, they want to do time pass. Take WR, and they have full attitude. We will not take in physical copy. Give us soft copy. Soft copy means mail. And the best part when the mail, in mail the entire big four they mark. Like the partner, director, senior director, every like imagine the engagement in there like 30 people. Those 30 people are marked on every email. On every email. Huh? But for like small firm like us, we go to client place, sir, please send the email. Imagine you're on your email, official email, the mail was not coming. So students like Niranjan. They will go to client place. Sir, the email is not coming on the email. Can you send it cool handsome boy 143 at gmail.com? So they will take email on that. But in Big Four, you can't use any other personal emails. You can't even open Google. You can't even open Facebook. All are logged, okay? Because of one principle. Which principle? Confidentiality. Okay, they follow that. So this is main WR. Now in the exam hall, if you are confused, what are other WRs? So in the module, they have given this. Okay. Somebody wrote, in our form, we only prepare MRL and ask the management to sign. Ah, see the reality. What am I teaching and what is happening? Okay. So ideally, I just taught you like 5 minutes ago. Who prepares the MRL? I mean WR? Management. Management has to give it to the auditor. This firms. I'm taking a screenshot of it and sending to the president of institute. Okay. From your name, we will get to your WR. I mean, your registration number. From your registration, we will go to your boss, and the boss is from that CF firm. Okay. She's saying, no, sir, no, sir. I too will do now. Wait. Oh, no. She is messaging, sir. I have recording of code of ethics. No, 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 no. I will not go. I will not go. Don't worry. Okay. Now, people who understood, understood. Okay. Now, see, these are other WRs. Firstly, she is in Australia. Okay. How can you complete your art? I mean, how can you do your articleship? She's watching me from Australia right now. Dummy. I did not say. He's saying dummy. Okay. Now, see, it is what are other WRs? So the code is PLATs. PLATs. P. Any plan or intentions that may affect the carrying value or classification of assets and liabilities. Like, for example, if the company wants to dispose of some asset, dispose of means what? Sell, sell. Okay. So that is basically any plan of selling it out. So you take management say WR. L, liability. Liability means what? Both actual and contingent. Have you taken some loan or some legal cases going on? So you take that. Okay. A, aspects of law, regulations, and contractual agreements that may affect the FS, including non-compliance. Like, have you paid TDS? Have you paid GST? Okay, maybe PF has been deposited timely. So you take for that. So rather than writing like in simple words, you write aspects of laws, regulations, contractual agreements. T. Title 2, or control over the assets, the lien or the encumbrances on assets and assets pledged as collateral. That means this building, imagine client says this is my building. So he will show us ownership ka papers. But you will say, "Okay, sir, you give me in writing." That is title, ownership. What does the word encumbrances means? Encumbrance. Lien or encumbrance means you have mortgaged it. Okay, so there's a charge over it. So if you have taken a loan on an asset, give me in writing. Okay, that is encumbrance. S. Selections and application of accounting policies are appropriate. So whatever accounting policies are there, it is correct or not. So the code here is PLATS. PLATS. Okay. This is other WR. Here's message again. I came in October. I got married in June, so settled here. Before that, I was in Chennai only. Nice. We are in Bangalore. Okay. So this is main WR. Other one is other WR. Okay. This is question number 3. Question number 4. Important. I have written. This came in exam. Explain the provisions regarding the date, period, and the form of WR. Now see. The date of WR shall be as near as practicable to, but not after. But not after means before. Simple is before. The date of auditor's report on the FS. Auditor's report on the FS. Number 2. The WR shall be for all FS, and periods referred in the auditor's report. The WR shall be for all FS. Guys, all FS means all FS. Comparative plus for balance sheet, for PNL, for cash flow, for notes, for all items you will take. I mean, all part of FS you will take. And for all periods. All periods means when you prepare comparative, you will take it for both the years. Both the years, okay? So this also is a question of all FS and all periods. Then, please check out point number 3 and point number 4. Did we discussed point number 3 and 4? Will you take updated WR? There could be a change in the item, so we'll take an updated WR. If there's a change in the management during the period, then the present management is still responsible for giving up the WR for the complete period covered under audit. Understood? So this question came in exam. So ICI may frame question on number 1. I mean point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, point number 4. Anywhere they can attract the question. Okay. Then it is a representation letter addressed to the auditor. It is an address to the auditor. Then If law or regulation requires the management, so it says LR is basically law and regulation requires the management to make public statement, public announcement basically, public announcement about its responsibilities, then they are not required to give WR separately. Now, for example, what are the main WRs? What are main WR? That they have prepared FS and they have given all information, all access, and everything is reflected in the FS, correct? So if they are giving a public announcement means in the press conference, they are saying that, Acha, we have prepared the FS. You are the auditor. You went to client place. Uncle, please give me WR. Uncle is saying that, okay, sir, we have already given a public announcement that we have prepared the FS. You are saying, no, AB sir has told us whatever happened in the company, you have to take WR. You give me in writing. You tell me if they have given a public announcement, are we required to obtain WR there? No, because they have already acknowledged their responsibility. Then, fifth, this I have discussed with you. WRs are audit evidence explained. So what will you say? WRs are necessary information that the auditor requires in connection with the audit of the entity KFS. Accordingly, similar to response to inquiries, WRs are audit evidence. WRs are what? Audit evidence. Although WRs provide necessary evidence, they do not provide SI on their own about any of the matters which they deal with. That means WRs are audit evidence, but they are not SI. WRs are important source of evidence if management modifies means changes, or does not provide the requested WR. It may alert to the auditor the possibility that one or significant issues may exist. They gave me a WR. After 3 days, they are calling me, sir, what WR we gave now, we are changing it. Or I'm telling them, give me WR, they're not giving WR only. That means they're not acknowledging the responsibility. So, as an auditor, what will you think? Is everything proper or there's some problem? There's some problem. So, it may alert the auditor that some significant issues may arise. Now, further, a request for written rather than oral representation in many cases may prompt the management to consider such matters more rigorously, thereby enhancing the quality of representation. Like when you went to a client place, you asked them, sir, what are your accounting policies? They explained you. And you are telling them, sir, you give me in writing. Whatever you are saying, I agree, I appreciate, it is looking very nice to me. You give me in writing. So when you insist to give in writing, that means, are you doubting on the management or you're doing your work? You're doing your work, right? So it enhances the quality of audit basically. So this will not come in exam question. It is just for your reference. Question number 6. So generally people go wrong here. It says, what is the audit procedure if requested WR is not provided or auditor has a doubt about the reliability of WR? Now understand. Let's take an example. Do you know what is TCWG? Thanks for the full form, but what does it mean? I know the full form, but what does that mean? Senior management. How do you define senior management? Full-time directors, managing directors, CEO, CFO. Okay. Now, AB Limited. So, in our company, I was there in TCWG. My wife, baby, was there. My two kids, one is Santa, was there. Other one is Banta. One more kid I have. He was there in TCWG. And let's take example of Shriyal. Shriyal was there. And the auditor is CA Niranjan. Now, understand my example. It's very important to understand this answer. Now, in the TCWG of AB Limited, AB, baby, Santa, Vanda, and Shriyal is there. Okay. So, I and baby, we both are in cabin discussing the future of the company. Okay. Santa is playing on the ground somewhere in the garden. Banta is loitering here and there. Shriyal is also playing with Banta. So, all three kids together playing. Now, Niranjan went to Shriyal. Madam, have you purchased some machine? Have the company purchased some machine? So Shriyal says, sir must have purchased machine. I do not know. What do you want? So Niranjan says, I have been taught that I need to obtain WR. So you give me in writing that you have purchased a machine on this date. So Shriyal wrote, we purchased machine on this date, sign. He got the WR. After some time, again he went to madam. Shriyal, madam. Has the company acquired some subsidiary this year? So Shriyal is saying, AB sir keeps on traveling here and there. Every 3-4 months he comes to Bangalore. I don't know why, but he comes. He must have invested somewhere. What do you want? You mean writing. So Shriyal gave in writing that, okay, we have acquired some subsidiary. Madam, have you sold some subsidiaries? Have you liquidated some investments? AB sir must have liquidated. What do you want? He said, I want in writing. So she gave the letter in writing. So Niranjan, as an auditor, he has taken lot of WR, like from the floor till here. Okay, so many WR because he have been told whatever management is doing, you take WR. Now he sat on the WRs, he is removing one WR from down and checking, removing one WR and checking the item. Now the problem was Shriyal was suffering. Shriyal is basically Gajni. Have you seen that movie? Which one? What do you call? Chandramukhi wala movie. Bhul What do you call in that Kannada? What's the name? Shriyal. Okay. Now, so here the content is Niranjan has been told to take WR. So he went to TCWG, he took WR. But the problem is the person giving WR is Gajni. Have you heard a term called as lunatic? You know, there are two phases of that person. One is lunacy period, other one is lucid period. Lunacy means what? The person is proper or not proper. He's mad. Lucid mein he is proper, okay? Now, whenever he used to go, Niranjan used to go, Shreyal used to get an attack. She used to become I mean, it was a lunacy period. So whatever letter she gave in writing, all were given only in lunacy period. Now, as an auditor, has Niranjan done correct things? Yes, he was told to take WR. He has taken WR, but he has a doubt. He has a concern over the diligence, over the integrity, over the competence, over the ethical values. We call this as DICE. DICE. If the auditor has concern about the DICE, remember the example Shriyal wala, okay, Chandramukhi. Okay, diligence, integrity, competence, ethical value. Diligence, integrity, competence, ethical value. Now, WR, whatever he has obtained, so all are right or wrong WR? Wrong WR. Because the management who gave was wrong. So, as an auditor, which opinion will you give? Which opinion? Think I have not taught you kind of opinion, but you have little idea from intermediate. We had unmodified and modified. Modified may we had qualified adverse disclaimer. Now, can you tell me, as an auditor, which opinion you will give? You will give disclaimer. Now, listen. Why disclaimer? See, whatever WR he has obtained, all are incorrect, all are false, all are misleading. When I say whatever means every WR means all WR, all basically means main also and others also. I'm least bothered about other. Main WR. What is the first main WR? Management's responsibility for preparing FS. That means that is also wrong. Because if management is only not acknowledging its responsibility, why the hell we should do our work? So when we cannot do what we do, do. When you cannot do what you do, do. What is do? Disclaimer of opinion. See, a lot of people think that it is an adverse opinion. It's not adverse. See, adverse means something has to be wrong. Here, everything is only wrong. So when management is not acknowledging their responsibility, so I, as an auditor, ideally we should not start our work. But we need to give an opinion. Can we give clean opinion? No. Can we give adverse opinion? Because we have not seen any data, so we can't give adverse. So we can't give qualify also. So what we do? Do. What we do? Do. What is that? Disclaimer of opinion. Now see the answer. It says, what is the audit procedure if the requested WR is not provided or the auditor has concern about the reliability of WR? First situation, doubt about reliability. If the auditor is concerned about same example of Shield, that's dice. That is diligence, I was integrity, C was competence, E was ethical values. The auditor shall determine the effect on two things. First, on the reliability of representation, whether those are reliable or not. Number two, audit evidence in general. Like whatever audit evidence you have obtained, are those correct or not? You will check the reliability of WRs, plus you will check the evidence. If WR is not provided, if the management does not provide one or more requested WR, the auditor shall do DRT. DRT means discuss the matter with the management. He will reevaluate the integrity of the management and evaluate the effect that this may have on what? Same two things. Reliability of the representation and audit evidence in general. Same. T. What he will do? Take appropriate action. Take appropriate action. What he will do? He considering modification of the opinion. As an auditor, when you say modify basically means which opinion? Disclaimer of opinion. In the entire essay 580, if there's a question in the exam, they will take the story here and there, full. Don't get confused. See, whatever inter final may, whenever this question have come, so ICI will put all the four options: clean, qualify, adverse, disclaimer. Okay. In the entire essay 580, they have only said one opinion. Which opinion? Disclaimer. Whatever story they are making it, let them make the story. But you tick on which answer? Disclaimer of opinion. Okay. Your heart will say, or no, it is adverse, adverse, adverse. Don't listen to your heart. Heart is mad. Listen to your brain. The brain is always right. It is which opinion? Disclaimer of opinion. Which essay number we had did? Essay 580 over. Only six questions are there. Understood? So let's do more. I mean, paper ka question so that you get confidence. Uh, from the question bank, we will do questions later on once we write the notes because you will be able to understand which answer will come. Okay. So ideally, six answers are there. First one is the definition. Second is the main WR. Third one is the other WR. Fourth one is about the period, date and the period. Okay. Fifth one is just time pass answer. WR is the audit evidence. It is not psi. And the sixth one is about the opinion. Which opinion you will give? Disclaimer. As per which essay? No, disclaimer is given as per essay 705. 705. In which essay you are giving WR 580. Okay. Now see. This is chapter number 6. So two question 12 and 14 in MCQ. Again, May it was 6, 12, 14, 6. Here it did not give. 12, 14, 6. This was the question, November 24. Okay. 12th question. Since there arose a doubt on the management representation. So from here, your brain should start processing. Which essay? 580. Considering the responsibilities of the firm to obtain WR from the management as per relevant essay. So they have not used the word 580, but you should notice 580 ka question. Select the incorrect option. So please read the questions very correctly, whether they're asking correct option and incorrect option. If I analyze the paper, maximum times they have asked incorrect. Incorrect, okay. Choose. Online people, you also write in the chat. follow elimination technique. Out of which, as per your opinion, which one is correct? A is so correct. Okay. Then D correct. The auditor may have identified significant issues relating to dice of the management or about its commitment to or enforcement of this, but concluded that WR are nevertheless reliable. In such a case, this matter is documented as per SA 230. How do you document? 230 only. Documentation is SA 230. We'll be doing it later on. Now let's read B. The fact that the management has provided reliable WR affect the nature or extent of other audit evidence that the auditor obtains about the fulfillment of management's responsibility or about specific assertion. I don't know. C. In case of identified inconsistency between one or more WR and audit evidence from another source. Like for example, WR is saying something else, evidence is saying something else. Let's take an example like machinery purchase or TV purchase. Okay. So bill is saying something else, management is saying something else. The auditor may consider whether risk assessment is there, and if not, he may revise the risk and determine the NT of further audit procedure to respond to the assessed risk. Means I purchased a machine, so I will ask the bill. I mean management purchase. So I'm seeing the bill. I ask them return representation. They are saying something weird things. So it is not matching. So they are saying that I will perform what? RAP, risk assessment. Is this correct? Yes or no? Yes. Now we are left with B and D. You're asking incorrect. Choose any option. B for ball, D for dog. Which one? D for dog. Others? Everybody dog? Niranjan, what's your answer? B, ball. Let's check. 12th. I'll tell you why. First, let's see why D is correct. If I had doubt about dice, and he concluded that, as per my opinion, WRs are still reliable. Like, for example, whatever WR she gave, I have a doubt about the integrity. But I am saying that no, it is reliable for me. And this matter I have documented. And when I gave you a hint that documentation ka answer, you document as per SA 230, that means it is a right statement. You do documentation as per always SA 230 only. Now, why B is wrong? Now, read slowly, you'll get it. The fact that the management has provided WR affect the nature or extent of other audit evidence that the auditor obtains about the fulfillment of management's responsibility or about specific assertion. Means management gave me WR. They are saying that it will affect the extent or the nature of other audit evidence. For example, if I told them, "Okay, sir, give me a WR for AC, that you have purchased AC." They gave me the WR that we have purchased AC. Should I directly believe them or should we perform procedures? You will perform procedure, na? It will not affect my procedure. I have to go and do it, na? See, they are saying that the fact that management has provided WR, it will affect my procedures. Because it will not affect my audit procedure to obtain evidence. I need to go and check. So the answer was B. B. Understood? Now, one more question came. It is on essay 560. Okay, when we do 560, we'll do this. Okay. Now, May 25. Okay, May 25, mein they have used going concern. That means all three essay 560, 570, 580 in MCQ they have attracted. Understood? This is MCQ. This is pending. Okay. Now let's do descriptive. And if I open completion and review, only once they have asked till now, question 3B, May 24. Question 3B. Please read. Which answer they are asking? Which answer is getting attracted? Should you? They are saying that the management of the company provided WR dated so and so covering the period for 23-24 only, as they were not in position to provide for the year old years. For which years you have to take all the years, all the FS. Okay, that is before the which is contained in the audit report. You have to take all. That question number three, I think. No, four from the notes. Right, you have to write about date wala point, updated WR wala point, change of the management wala point for all FS and all period ka you will write. Copy the question conclusion. It says how would you deal in the above situation? The auditor should obtain. Now you will conclude if the management is not providing WR. Management is not providing WR. What you should do? But before reaching disclaimer, you will write the DRT. Discuss with the management, reevaluate the integrity, take appropriate action, and then disclaimer. The disclaimer is basically MCQ pointer. But in the exam, you have to write that entire flow. So question number 4 from the notes and question number 6. Understood? 570, 580, they have not yet asked till now. So it is probable in the future attempt they will definitely ask. Now, I told you when I started this chapter, Institute said we will not be asking case-based questions. We'll be using only in MCQ. This is May 24 actual paper. So never trust IC, I'm telling you. It's better we do proper content rather than just doing the charts. Open notes will write this. Then we'll go on a break, okay? We'll write this and then we'll go on a break. So give the heading as completion and review. Dash 4 to 8 marks again. 4 to 8 marks. Then draw 3 arrows, cover all the 3 essays 560, 570, 580. So it is CBA, part C, part B, part A. So we have divided into 3 parts. Then you write part A, essay 580, written representation. Shriyal, have you finished? You are in which phase? Lunatic or lucid? When you write question number three, write in sequence only. Yeah? One, two, three, four. No. P, L, A. Then you write this T wala point and then you write S wala. This will become four. This will become five. Becomes easy to remember. P, L, A, T, S. Done. An exam. 24. Just to 580, right? Everybody. LNR is law and regulation. Public statements. This is statements. WR unnecessary. Similar to inquiries, WRs are audit evidence. WRs are audit evidence. Oh, done. Finished. So May 24 question had come. We had done that. From next attempt onwards, November 24, May 25, September 25, no question came. It's done. Okay, we just left with two standards, 570 and 560. 90% will be able to finish today only. Okay. Cool. What time will be back? It's 6:25 right now. Okay. Come tomorrow 7. Better it is. 6:50, 55 approx. Okay. Come. Around 50, 55 we meet. Bye guys.